And we're recording. All right. Welcome everybody to Birds of a Feather. And today we're going to talk about some hypotheticals, everyone's favorite thing, hypotheticals. And
definitely my favorite thing.
Yeah, and the question that we're going to pose is, would you, Chinoy, rather go back in time or forward in time?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And I'm going to answer it after everybody like this video.
Yeah, if you don't like it, actually we'll code it that if you don't like it, you will never answer the question.
We're just going to play
elevator
music for 25 minutes.
Until it's like and subscribe.
It's like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And notifications are turned on.
Yeah.
But yeah, do that please. It helps. Would I go back or forward?
Yeah, and then also think about how far you'd want to go back and how much you'd want to go.
Well, definitely more on the boat.
All right, which one? If I build a machine, I'm like, yo, it's a one-way trip, or no, two-way trip. You can come back to your time. What would you do? Like, where would you
go back in time?
Go back, all right.
I would go back to like the late 70s.
Yeah.
Late 70s and all of the 80s.
To just go party in the discos? To party in the disco? Man want the soul train.
Me.
Yeah.
I remember like seeing my uncle and my father like photos, bro, and a 6-button shirt was always a 3-button shirt, dog. The first 3 buttons
are just decoration. Just decoration.
They're not even there.
Oh, okay.
They're not even. It's just
and just pop it up.
And then sometimes there are no buttons.
Yeah, the shirt just,
bro. Yeah, it's just one of these.
Into the wilderness.
Bro, I want to be that guy.
Yeah.
Standing on the corner with a whole red stripe.
Yeah. with the bell-foot pants.
And a bell-foot pants.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. So years of, like, decades of research and physics has gone into building this time machine, and you are going to use it to go back in time to the 70s to party. Don't change your life whatsoever, and then come back and report to work the next day.
Bro, I feel so much judgment.
Yeah.
I feel so much judgment.
No,
you tell me. What would you do?
I just wanted to get it clear. Me, I would go forward.
Yeah.
I would go forward in time. I'd say, how old am I now? 34? Yeah. I'd go forward like 15 years. Just to see if I'm on the right path. Yeah. Just to see if I'm on the right path or not. Go look at it at 50. I'm like, oh geez, this is what my life turned out to be.
bro. But the more I think about it, the more I want to travel back. But I even want to travel back to a 22-year-old me.
All right.
And be like, yo, my guy.
Yeah.
And just box the shit out of that guy.
Right. But suppose you do that. Right? You go back and you do that, and you come back and you like just that one thing make your life even worse. Like,
no,
your man said, no, I'm changing it for the better.
Fire. A 22-year-old me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that word you don't even like.
Yeah.
Wasn't the alpha me.
Yeah.
That was the omega me, bro. Yo. Bro, that guy, we need to erase him completely. That guy had no cojones.
No cojones.
No cojones.
Yeah.
I would go back to that guy.
Yeah.
And I would have an intervention.
Yeah, and be like, yo.
And I would allow one.
Yeah, I would allow one thumb.
One thumb.
Yeah.
Because that guy did not know what I know.
Yeah. You see, that is interesting, because I think about it and I'm like, yo, my biggest fear is going back and be like, oh yeah, I know the crucial point where I'm going to go back and this is what is going to make my thing better. And then come back in the future and like, like come back to the present. I'm just like, wait, where did these 3 baby mamas come from? No, no house, no, you see me? No, all right, you wake up. Why am I in prison? You know what I mean? It's just like, there's so much things that can go wrong. And you're just like, yeah, I would be very scared, very scared.
I think for me is there's a very specific thing.
Well, you want to
yeah. It's a very the changing that wouldn't affect me. Like I wouldn't become a criminal because I changed that. It would have only make me richer. But and that's not to say that I'm rich. It is to say that I would have afforded myself
a different, But what if? So what if that changed that one thing, right? So now you have more financial freedom, right? But that now put you in a certain set of circles where you wouldn't be in it before, and now you end up. And then you probably never do nothing, but you end up with the wrong crowd at the wrong time, and then you get framed for something. And then now it's just like, oh, great, glad I'm rich. In prison. No any money. Well, that's my biggest fear. But no, because I could also go into the future, see something, I'm like, ooh, when I like what this is go, all right, but I like what this is going to make a continue.
And that's continue.
But it could be that knowing that that's the thing, when we come back, I try to force it to that and then it end up not being that. So
I mean, that's the thing with time travel, which I hope them never ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's always, I feel like it always ends in a paradox.
You
know what I mean?
My lifetime.
It always ends with the snake eating the tail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know I say I would want to go back. But then, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm in love with what I think it is. I see it as. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some of the best music. I know it's from the 70s.
I
70s, 80s.
Yeah.
ABBA, freaking. That was disco itself.
I think you should have waited till time. If you're gonna do that, I think you should have waited till it become more commercial. And you can't take multiple trips before you do that. I think you should wait till Elon Musk do it, and you can get a couple trips out of it. I wouldn't say use your one wish. I'd be like, I want to go party in the 70s.
Bro, what if you use your one wish and you miss?
Nice. you end up in the 50s. But rather end up in the 1500s than the 50s in America.
That's what I say. You end up in the South.
No, pass.
In the deep South.
Pass.
Singing Negro.
Right. You know the other reason why I want to go into the future as well, because I want to know, I go, as I said, 15 to 25 years in the future. Because I want to know if, first of all, if there is the earth will survive that long. Because if it not that, then I just do whatever I want right now. Because we're not going to have much longer anyway. So why may I get up every day? I gotta do what's right. No.
Yeah. Gotta go to work. Gotta pay bills.
The world like on my show. Anyway, man, I just get the max out all credit cards. Man, I get home 6 credit cards. Man, I go get the max I can get. Man, I take out lines of credit. Man, I get all of that. If I know the world ending in 20, you're kidding me, Reggie?
Yeah.
But that max go hard for 15, because before it not going to end abruptly in 25 years, right? There's going to be a decline where money not useful again, and then society decline.
Already they want to talk about all these cryptocurrencies.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah. So there's this big decline around. So more just leave it up for as much 75% of that, just maximum, and then ride it. Ride it right down, Bridget. Write it down.
Let me see. If I was to go into the future,
Yeah. How far you go?
I would want to go wherever, like, there is no, like, ground level of living.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Right? So everything
when
is
you say ground level of living, you mean like what?
Like, so now everybody like living in the sky.
Gotcha.
You
Like some what Lilo Dallas Fifth Element, like some Fifth Element.
Yes, like Fifth Element, like because like right now they're talking about autonomous vehicles, autonomous aircrafts, cars driving themselves, stuff like that, and then they're just like, all right, we need to get infrastructure to the point where like cars can like drive on sky roads.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, hook that up.
Bro, you can't even fix the road them now. You talk about sky roads, fam.
Right. You hit a patch of turbulence, everybody dead.
Is that our 15 minutes?
No. That was just the 5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but it also start late. We're not gonna talk. So we're gonna do is we're not gonna do it. No worries. But
yeah. So for me, it's just like I would want to see if that is something that is even achievable.
All right.
Because I don't personally think it's achievable. Personally.
Yeah.
I at least not anytime soon.
Yeah.
I would say another 100,000 years.
Yeah, 100,000?
100,000
Sorry, another 100,000 years, dog. First of all, we're not
100
going
years.
to be in this
100 years.
system.
1 century.
Okay.
1 century.
We're not going to be in the solar system, Bridget. 100,000 years gone. We left the solar system a long time and we got like 1 to a third solar system.
I mean, Elon, I try commercialize going to Mars.
Yeah, but like what mega do on Mars, Bridget?
Yo.
Mars worse than Earth.
Thank you.
Mars worse than Earth. No beach in there, Mars.
B.
Right? There's no beach at Mars.
Thank you.
There's no tree.
Thank you. I think I was having a conversation with somebody who was trying to like convince me that I should want to take this trip to Mars. And I'm like, what? Why would I want
to do what?
It is not a 5-star hotel.
No, to do what? You know what I would do though? You know what I would do? I guess we can expand this to space as well because space time. What I would do is
all part of time travel.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. What I would do is whenever them come up with like hotel in space, go to that.
Oh, of course.
Go to that.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just like that's why I'm saying there is no 5-star hotel. Bro, I'm not going there just to go there.
No, go to Mars to do what?
To do what, bro?
To do what?
There's, like as you said, there's no beach. There's no unlimited alcohol.
No unlimited. All right. May I get drunk on Mars, but may I forgot in a space with the water because I can't breathe the air. Right? I can't breathe the air.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
What be?
I have no. Not right now.
No.
When traveling to Mars is as commercial as traveling to Europe.
Yeah.
Then we can say, all right.
Then you
I'm
can
going
still
to Mars. I'm staying on the continent of Mars.
Then you can still count me out because to do what?
What do you mean? Them have the hotel?
Yeah, but them have hotel on Earth as well. We need a bubble. So unless you can tell me say the hotels on Earth,
bro, there's going to be a beach in a bubble.
No, but there's a beach not in a bubble.
But sir, they're telling you don't want to travel 70 days.
No, good. Very good. And then also, all right, but very high risk. Very high risk.
Low rewards.
Low rewards. What is the
unless you go for a dating profile picture.
It's like
look, or you point at it. Look at
you dual citizenship, Earthling and Mars. No, pass. The only way I'm going to another planet is if the planet is better than Earth. Like, why would I? That's like leaving a country to go to a worse country. Like, why would you do that? Like, there's nothing.
Right, because you like to travel.
No, I don't like trouble. Why would I leave a country, right, and go to another one that is worse in every single way? Like there's nothing better about this other country. The culture is not better, the food is not better, the atmosphere is not better, there's nothing that it is a worse. Now I'm good.
It's a dead land.
Yeah, there's nothing.
It's a dead land.
If you tell me that there's another planet where when you go into the beach, like the beach, first of all, something that's even way better beyond the beach. We don't even know what to call it yet.
So what I'm hearing is you need a beach.
Yeah, right. Need a beach. Or some water. There's no water on Mars. Did they find water? I can't even keep
I don't know. There's no
Mars is not that good of a planet. Mars is not that good of a planet. Like
it's the red planet, sir.
Find another planet. Find another planet. Why you want this? What is about? There's nothing good about Mars,
bro. I agree wholeheartedly. There's no need.
You want to hear a cool space fact?
Oh, sure. Hit me with
All right. So for Pluto, right? Pluto is a planet and it became not a planet. So in the time that they discovered Pluto and the time that it got decommissioned as a planet, so between the time that they discovered Pluto and the time that it got decommissioned as a planet, it did not yet make one full revolution around the sun. There you go.
I want to say that if you came here for facts, you got facts. You can't say you did not learn anything on birds of a feather.
You can put that on your Hinge profile.
I wonder.
Yeah,
bro,
that is
we're giving them Snapple.
That is a quick facts, Virgin. I was like, oh, yeah, bro. One Pluto year. We discovered it. I was like, nah, not a planet anymore. Bye.
Bro, I'm definitely using it on my next day.
Yeah, dog, you have to. You have to just a little some space facts.
I'm just gonna cross my legs and
Did you know this? Don't know if you knew this.
I'm gonna swear some wine too.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Were you aware?
Nah, that's dope. That's also like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because that is a
very long how long a Pluto year is.
Yeah.
Because I learned about Pluto in primary school when they give you the acronym and you're like, my very
educated mother just showed us nine
planets.
Yep.
And the 9th planet was Pluto.
Yep.
And then no, it's not. That is what.
So it's just 8 planets now?
You know what? I don't know if it's 8 or if them replace Pluto with another one. I don't know if them sub out Pluto. I haven't been up to date on space knowledge except facts. So I don't know. So go back to the time thing. Would you rather?
Yeah.
Would you rather go and take somebody like, yo, go back 500 years or go forward 500 years? So either you have to go back to
what happened 500
1500s. Right, this is when Columbus in the midst of the fuckery. This is when Columbus in the midland fuckery. This is when Columbus in the midland fuckery. So you have either go back to that or you take a risk. You go 500 years in the future to the year 2500.
When you ask me that question, this is how it comes to my mind. Either I'm gonna go back to a time where I wear entirely too much clothes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go to a time when I wear almost no clothes.
Well, you're hoping that you land in the right country in the 1500s. There's a very specific set of countries that you can be in the 1500s. Yeah. Very specific set.
Yeah.
So you're
wow. Yeah, just gun to my head.
Yeah.
Gun to my head, nigga, go in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Me already know.
But me have a very good idea.
Very sure.
Yeah, I would definitely go in the future.
Very sure.
You're in the future. Yeah. All right. So talking of like time machines, what would you say is your favorite time machine movie?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Our time.
Yeah, like time warp.
Time warp.
Yeah. My favorite is never go with Predestination. Have you seen it?
Predestination? No.
Oh my God, you need to watch that.
Wait. Have I seen predestination?
It's hard to describe it without like busting the plot. But it's one of those where you're like, if you explain it, like you explain the whole, the twist, gotcha. Like you don't want the twist to get out. But it's basically this guy is trying to catch a bomber, right? And the bomber is going through time. So I think like trying to find him through time.
I think
what the guy name that is in it?
You know what that remind me of? That remind me of not so much he's a bomber, but there's a time traveling movie named 12 Monkeys.
Oh, never seen it.
With Bruce Willis, Brad Pitt. Like this was like 95 when Bruce was like 20. Like the man look super, probably not 20, but look super, probably is 20. Like super young, you dig? And it's just basically like a guy, a criminal in the future, like to get lesser time on him sentence, him join like this time bureau, and then send him back in time to like find out who like released this disease that drove all of humanity in the future underground.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we're not gonna get a twist, but at the end, it all just come back to the whole what we were talking about before. That just is always like a snake eating its own head, you know what I mean?
That's the same thing with predestination, snake
eating. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to describe time travel without
giving away the secret.
Cause and effect, right? It's like
before predestination, you know what was my favorite? Demolition Man. Demolition Man, Bridget. Demolition Man.
Every time Demolition Man is on TV, watch it.
Demolition Man is fantastic.
Every single
fantastic.
Every single
fantastic.
Never miss a
Demolition Man is a proper one.
That was a good one. That's definitely a good one. I even remember that.
Yeah. Demolition Man, dog. Can't forget.
Back in the days when Wesley and
Stallone and Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Trying to remember if there's like any other one. I think like Time Cop was good with Van Damme.
Oh, I don't think
I don't even know that one.
I don't think I did watch that one. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, Time Cop was a top one. So it's always good.
Yeah. Time movies, either it really good or you just like, no. Oh, Parry, how will forget the baddest time movie of all, Avengers Endgame. Oh, we'll forget that. The time heist. Pulling off a time heist, you. Don't forget that.
I think theirs was probably the only one that never end with a paradox.
Yeah, because a paradox. Well, Demolition Man never end with a paradox,
No. True.
Because it wasn't about time travel. We're like him get frozen. And we'll forget the greatest time travel one again. Austin Powers 2. Was it 2? In the traveling in the first one as well?
No.
There's a second one in traveling.
The second one.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil go off in a space, got frozen, and then them come back, and then him time out.
Austin Powers 2.
But I know what, him never time travel. Them just freezing and time out.
No, Dr. Evil did go. Dr. Evil did. Wait, there's one where he went back into the past. When he was with, and it wasn't Goldman, but it was the second one.
It was the second one.
Yeah, so actually, I think the first one is when them freeze him and then time, and then the second one, Dr. Evil go back.
Yep.
And stole his mojo, bro. It was a quick mojo stealing.
A quick mojo.
Yeah.
That was a good time. I need to rewatch those.
Yeah. My rewatch Austin Powers. When was the last time? I said probably a year and a half ago, and it's like still funny. Still very funny.
It holds up.
Gold member.
Yeah, I think that's the one with Beyonce, yeah?
Yeah.
Again, by then,
and all of that.
Yeah, Get in my belly.
Yeah. You can't say that them did a try.
Them that try, yeah.
But 1 and 2, brethren, gold.
Nice.
Yeah.
So well, so yeah, that's probably what I would do.
Yeah.
In going forward or backward.
Yeah. You would have just go to Studio 54. You really just want the Studio 54. That's really your number one goal in life.
That's
and then once you do that, then you're good.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I just want to go into the future and be like, all right, I want to go like 15 years and be like, all right, what's going on here? Who is around? Who is doing foolishness? What is going on? Was it worth it?
Do you have a vision of what 15 years from now you want that to look like?
Well,
or is it that you don't know, but you just want to go?
I don't know, but I just want to go for make sure it's saying no foolishness. I just want to go for be like, really at this 15 years I spend on this happen. Might as well, but it never bother. Might as well never try. You know? But that's what I know. I guess really what I want to know is if we need to try or not. Do I need to try or do I not need to try? Because if I try and it no work out, then what me about to try for better? I just don't try and just live my life as I feel like. Get up whenever I feel like, wherever I want. Go live on the street like what me.
I just need to know if I need to try.
Yeah, but you just really need to know if I need.
Should I continue on this trajectory?
Yeah,
or do I need to try?
Yeah. That's all. Just need to know. That's very simply put.
But man want to do the least amount of things.
The least, right? The least amount of effort. Yep. Minimum viable product. That's what I want. That's what I'm about. The minimum viable product. Yeah,
that's good, man. That's good. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of like the fact that I don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
That would I rather go like back.
Yeah.
Because then it probably come off as I regret certain things will happen, which I don't.
Yeah.
But just would I rather it. Nothing.
No.
Is that what regret is? Is that what
regret? I think regret. Yeah. I think you can want to change something without regret.
Yeah, without regretting. Yeah,
I think
because we literally don't regret. Like more like a 20 to 25-year-old me. Like me don't regret that guy.
Yeah.
But
it could be optimized.
Yeah.
It could be optimized.
Yeah, more optimize him.
Yeah.
Press A, delete C.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, move one of them cars, you put that this way, and just like work it that way. Yeah. That's definitely what we don't want.
Yeah.
But not so much that like me regret and like,
yeah.
But definitely would I want to go back to like high school in Jamaica.
Yeah.
High school in Jamaica was like some of the best memories.
Yeah.
Like from playing pool.
Yeah.
Game shop.
Yeah, all of them.
Take a turby.
Free life.
Yeah, it's just it's like no bills.
The music bus go
the music, bro. There's no bills.
No bills. You just get lunch money. Lunch money. That is it.
That's all. You know what I mean? Like one of the best that would I definitely want that. You understand? And just like not go class.
School, yeah. That's it. Question for you. So I think you already answered this. But if you could pack up your life now and move to a time, well, it would have to be, I guess it would be the future if you feel like, but you could move to a time and that would have been now your new permanent home. Isn't it? So you pack up everything. Well, when I say pack up, I mean like you bring your furniture but like you
absolutely think.
Yeah. No.
But take up your apartment.
But like you have moved. This is where I live now. I do not live. It's like you move addresses.
Yeah.
You move in address, but through time. So you're like, all right, I used to live in the in the 2021, but now I am living in 1975, and then I'm just gonna live up my life, continue.
Yeah. In that sense, I don't want to go back.
Yo,
like, you want
to visit.
In the past.
Yeah.
I want dip in and dip out.
But suppose you had to.
Huh?
Suppose you had to. Suppose like Earth to blow up next week. And then like, yo, the only way you can live if you want to go back. But no matter what, Earth are going to blow up in a 2022. So you cannot pass 2022. So you
can't go back to the 90s.
You go back to the 90s?
Go back to the 90s. I'm a 90s kid.
You're a 90s kid?
I'm a 90s kid. Like, would I go back to the 90s? And would I be this age, or would I go back to the
No, you'd have been this age. You'd have been this age.
Yeah, but I definitely go back to the 90s. Because I feel like the 90s is like a happy medium. I mean, we don't have internet yet.
Yeah. But internet just a come.
Yeah.
Internet just a come out when AOL, you have to dial up, but not going to the 90s.
But I definitely go in at the 90s. Just because I feel like everything else was like, all right.
Yeah.
Just the whole, there's no social media.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no social media. I mean, there's no internet, but dial-up coming in like 97, 98. You dig? But there was movies. There was like dope music, like 90s R&B, 90s pop, 90s rap. You know what I mean? Like that was like the best thing ever. You understand what I'm saying? So I am fine with like the 90s and then going into the 2000s and like doing this all over again and then blowing up after that. Yeah. So you would have gone into the 2000s.
No, but I got the 70s actually.
The 70s.
No, I have no internet whatsoever. Because either the internet is as fast as it is now, or don't give it at all. Or don't give it to me at all. Do not give it to me at all. Because you can imagine dial-up bridging, you forgot. Now you're work. Now you
go work. Of course I can imagine dial-up.
Yeah, but I mean coming back from this, you can't imagine it. You can't imagine going on a website and a picture. You try to load a picture and the picture load in this piece, then load here. You can imagine the frustration I got built up in here.
Oh, of course.
Right?
Because I can remember the frustration when it was happening.
Yeah. And then now you have to go, first of all, you have to have CDs, you have to carry around CDs with you. Because there's no this man in the 70s. Yeah, there's no this man in the 70s. So we can't do it. So I'm fine. There's like the 90s is just like a less good 2000. 2000.
Bro, there's also no cell phone.
Yeah.
Right? In the 70s. So not even a Nokia.
No, my good. Exactly. Because there's not a less, but there's cell phone in the 90s, but a less good version. Less good.
Bro.
Less good.
Bro. A Nokia is a decent phone, dog.
To do what?
What do you mean? Remember saying you not have social media, say it no matter. You don't want to do none of them things.
Yeah, but all right.
You just want
you're in the middle argument thing, like, yo, man, go Google this, and you're like, oh, I can't Google it. But
all right, so you're saying that we're gonna have the knowledge.
You have the knowledge. That is why. Okay. That is why would have bypass the second word. None of them things never exist.
Okay.
None of them things never come out. And also, like, when more come in just before AIDS.
What?
Just before the AIDS pandemic, that baby boomer thing. More go Woodstock. More go Woodstock. More go see MJ in concert.
Yeah.
Right?
You can see him in the 90s too.
Yeah.
Bro, you didn't even skip that. You didn't even skip the AIDS thing.
Yeah.
Don't go before.
We are going before that. Before that kick off.
You never know, bro. You're going before.
And it was like, oh, them just never know say it exists yet.
Just never know.
But definitely want to see MJ. Want to see MJ.
Yep.
Definitely. That's the first thing I do. Want to see MJ. But then more, so what I want is, more than the 70s, because I feel like disco, for me, are the closest to the to frolicking. Like my like peak of frolicking in terms of music, you know what I mean? The disco culture. So that's one thing.
Yep.
That's how we don't want. That's how we don't go live. If me don't go live, I definitely go live this. Because Yeah, I could do that. Then you have Motown, you have all of them things you have going. I feel like anytime before the 70s, like where you go. So we're gonna listen to what is 50s music? You might not hear that.
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, no, pass.
Mama Rain.
Pass. I don't hear
Mama Rain, Fat Bottom.
I don't hear that. Want to go Vegas in the 70s. Yep. Wild times. Wild times. Say, when I go for 70s, when I go late 70s, when I say like 77 year old, so that I can catch the 80s in a still young age. And then even the 90s, me like 50.
No, but you say you're good here at this age.
Yeah, so that means you go to 77. Yeah, young age as in this. Yeah. As in like when we still can, And then the 90s, the 90s may be 50, which is fine. And then we just, them time they know me slow it down. Then the R&B come in and me like, wow.
Bro, we're never slowing it down.
Yeah.
We're never slowing it down. We're going to be 80.
Yeah, just still doing the walk on. Yeah, that's the one thing. All right.
Yeah. I don't know. Man, I stick to my 90s.
Yeah, you would.
I stick to my 90s. I like it. The 90s was a good time.
Yeah.
Good time.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we've covered it.
Yeah. Another intriguing episode. Of Birds of a Feather.
Yes. So you smash that like button. Smash it. We're going to need to get a very sturdy like button if we ask them to smash it. Very sturdy.
Like the easy button from Staples.
Yeah. There we go. Boom. Done.
I wonder if we should start a store.
Just with like buttons. Yeah. I think we need to first get some subscribers first. and then we can take it.
Am I going ahead of the race?
Yeah, way ahead.
Am I getting ahead of myself?
I don't want to sell merch to nobody. All right.
End up buy our own merch.
Yeah, go nice.
Yeah. But yeah, again, please like and subscribe, and also turn on your notifications.
Yeah, do it.
And if you dislike, don't dislike.
Yeah, if you dislike, just keep it to yourself.
Yeah. No, send us a letter. Our address will be going.
Send it to Chinoy. He's whoever deal with complaints. Whoever deal with letter.
Have your people talk to our people.
And yeah, we do that. All right. Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yep.
And we'll see you next episode. Okay, bye.